This is really sad. So for the past year, I've been uploading to another video website called StoryFire, and recently it's been announced that this platform is going to shut down. The creator of the platform, McJuggernuggets, had this to say about it on Twitter. "It is with a heavy heart that I must announce StoryFire has been unable to secure financing. After struggling for many years to financially bootstrap the platform myself, I can no longer sustain it. As of February 1st, 2021, the StoryFire platform will be shutting down. This has been one of the hardest decisions of my life. So much passion, time, and resources poured into this ambitious idea. To see it shut down is genuinely heartbreaking. I genuinely gave it my all and really pushed to keep it alive, but unfortunately it wasn't in the cards. I am incredibly proud of what Brian and I have accomplished with StoryFire and this entire community of users and creators. We really have such a passionate community around the fire. That's one of the hardest things to come to grips with, letting you guys down. For this final week, you will be able to download any of your videos uploaded to the platform. We will expose the video links so you can download the content. Also, on the StoryFire website, you can export all of your written stories. Details to follow if you can't find. We really want it to succeed. We still have the vision of a collaborative, creative community all centered around our Blaze currency. A platform governed by the creators and the power users, where artists can share and create together. No monopoly, censorship, demonetization. It feels like we were just getting started, but without the proper funding, there's no other options. Thank you guys truly for all of your support. From the developers, the StoryFire team, our advisors, users, and creators. This was all possible because of you. It has been an incredible journey, truly. I've learned so much through this process, and will carry these lessons through to future endeavors. I will never forget what we built and what we stood for. After so many pain points with YouTube, we really tried to be a solution. We took an extremely difficult road to try and remedy a big problem that I know affected a lot of creators, myself included. Thank you for believing in us and giving us a chance. We'll always try to support struggling creators no matter what. In the meantime, I'll see you guys on StoryFire's social feed for one final week. It's going to be sad, but we'll get through this together, as a community. Really hard to put this all into words, but seriously, thank you for everything, and never stop creating. Stay lit." Now, for most of you watching this, I know what you're thinking. Who cares? Most of you probably don't even know what StoryFire is, and the people who do probably don't care too much for the platform. I don't really blame you for having that opinion. StoryFire was very much in the early stages of becoming a great platform, but I truly think that it had the potential to be the best social media platform. And it's not just because it was an alternative to YouTube without a lot of the issues that YouTube is currently plagued with, but I just think the concept of it in general was better than YouTube, and it had a lot of features, even in its early days, that I think YouTube could benefit from. One of my favorite things about the platform was the fact that it wasn't just a YouTube alternative, but also a Twitter alternative. It had a Twitter built into a site that hosted videos. I feel like these days, every YouTuber pretty much has to have a Twitter. It's one of the best ways to communicate with other creators, fans who have questions, help promote each other, and I feel like a lot of the community aspect of YouTube is on Twitter. That's why I make Twitterverses, to bring all that community stuff to you guys. But if something like StoryFire was the main platform instead of YouTube, frankly, I would be out of a job, unable to make something like Twitterverses, because all of that community interaction would be on that one website. And having the two integrated together was just so useful. Someone who followed you for your YouTube videos would now also see your StoryFire tweets, and vice versa. So if you had a funny tweet, your videos could benefit from that, and if you have a good video, your StoryFire Twitter account could also benefit directly from that. It just made stuff a lot easier, and it's nice to have a DM system directly into YouTube. Usually when I see a cool YouTuber who I want to get in contact with, I have to check if they have a Twitter, then follow them and DM them on Twitter, but on StoryFire, you know, there's just DMs straight on the app that I found them on. Another cool thing about this website that I think YouTube actually should implement is their currency system, Blaze. Basically, it's points on the website that you can grind up by either watching videos or paying money to get the points and then donating it directly to the person making a video or a post. The person who gets these points can then use these points to give back to other people or cash it out for actual money. It was a fun, cool way of directly supporting each other and showing appreciation for a particular video or post that you see. Unfortunately, the biggest problem with this feature is that they actually didn't develop a way to cash out your Blaze. It was always intended, but it took just too long to implement and never ended up getting put into the website, pretty much making the stuff useless other than being at the top of the leaderboard. But if it worked as intended, I thought it would be a really cool idea, and I wish I could do that with YouTube videos right now, or even at least just tipping on YouTube videos. Sometimes Sometimes I see a really cool video that I super appreciate, but the only way I can support that person is by putting a like, subscribing, and maybe shouting out the video. It would be nice to directly support an awesome video I see by donating to it. Giving someone 20 bucks to just say, hey, I like this a lot. The other thing I liked about this website is the general community aspect of it. Through the Blaze system and specifically the leaderboards, there was a lot of incentive to compete and collaborate with other people. For example, fighting to get on the all-time or weekly leaderboard for the most amount of subs or Blaze. It was also cool to see a homepage very similar to old YouTube, where if your video did good enough, you could get on the front page. That, alongside the Twitter alternative on the website, just added this community vibe that isn't as prevalent on YouTube or Twitter anymore, because while they both have different strengths in terms of community building, StoryFire had the benefit of having the community strengths of Twitter and YouTube, as well as some of their own. Now, all that being said, the site was still in early development, and due to it being a newer website, in comparison to YouTube, it just wasn't as good. There were a lot of issues. The biggest issue specifically for smaller creators was the application process in order to be able to upload videos. If you create an account, you can tweet right away, no problem, but uploading videos, you have to submit an application of what your video content is going to be like. This takes a while to be approved. For me, it was over a month, and for some people, it was even longer, and I know a lot of creators who wanted to support StoryFire but just never got approved with their application. The reason for doing this was quite simple. The website doesn't nearly have as much storage space or powerful servers as something like YouTube, and if they were to open video uploading to absolutely everybody, compromises would have to be made. Like, for example, you probably wouldn't be able to upload HD videos, and it would be harder for the website to churn out quality content on the front page. This is a problem that the website BitChute has. Everybody's able to upload there, but the upload quality is just so bad you can't even upload in HD, and the website is just very, very poor quality overall due to the amount of money that they can invest into it. So by limiting the amount of people who can upload, it allowed the website to stay at a certain quality while having a lower budget. Ideally, if the website got bigger, I would have loved to see more people get accepted in, maybe make the application process less strict. I know a lot of people would have loved to just be able to upload right away on the website, but I think having a vetting process, while annoying to some people, was actually kind of genius in a way, because then you don't run into problems like YouTube has, where everybody can upload, so some people upload questionable stuff, which causes advertisers to get mad and then adpocalypses to happen. By having the people vetted beforehand, that prevents that issue off the bat, and allows the creators who do make quality content to flourish without having ISIS beheading videos bog them down. As you can tell by how I'm speaking about the website, I was really fond of this website, and in a lot of ways I liked it better than YouTube. Unfortunately, due to the issue with Blaze and ad revenue unable to be cashed out, as well as just the general lower user base, I wasn't able to dedicate myself to the platform enough to make exclusive content over there, but I always loved the fan interaction over there, and I thought the platform had a lot of promise. Definitely could have been better than YouTube with some more work put into it, but unfortunately, it couldn't be done. And that's unfortunate because I think if StoryFire can't do it, and a platform like Mixer, which is funded by Microsoft, can't even compete with YouTube and Twitch, I don't know if these platforms will ever have proper competition. Now, I know for some of you viewers, that doesn't matter. You're fine with YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. It's all good. We have platforms to upload videos and do streams on. And while that is true, we still have places to upload. Having competition actually helps for websites like YouTube. Like, for example, even if you never use Twitch, it's undeniable that the existence of Twitch has actually helped YouTube become better. I don't think YouTube would have bothered to improve their streaming if they didn't have Twitch competing with better features and taking away viewership from YouTube, causing them to try and one-up Twitch. And with StoryFire existing and introducing unique concepts like Blaze, if it ever got close to being as big as YouTube, to the point of actually being a competitor, it might have forced YouTube to implement something similar to Blaze, which would have ended up helping this platform in the long run. So regardless if you were a user of StoryFire or not, the website getting shut down is nothing but bad news no matter how you look at it. And I feel bad for McJuggernuggets. He's such a good content creator, such a great guy, super ambitious for making this project, and to see him invest so much into it only for it to fail is just sad to see. Hopefully other alternatives like Trovo don't end up having the same fate. Anyways, that's all I want to say for today. Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Are you sad to see StoryFire go? Are you glad to see StoryFire go? Do you not care at all? Whatever opinion you have, I would love to hear it. Thank you so much to the 22,000 people who subscribed to me over on StoryFire. We ended up being the 23rd most subscribed to channel, 16th most viewed channel, and ended up having the 2nd most uploads on the website, with 150 uploads, only rivaled by the creator of the website himself, McJuggernuggets, with 153 uploads. And I've actually been behind on re-uploading to StoryFire, so if I actually ended up re-uploading stuff on time, I probably would have ended up being the channel with the most videos on StoryFire. I'd also like to thank my channel members for supporting the channel, in particular Scrubby, who decided to donate $100 a month. That is absolutely insane. Thank you so much, dude. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in another video.